I haven't done a get ready with me for a while, so I thought it'd be fun to do one today. So I've washed my face and I put on my moisturizer, which is the Cetaphil, and I'll put all the links below, but this is what I need to use because I react to a lot of stuff. I turn red, so this is what I use. I use this for washing my face, but I can use either of these brands for washing and moisturizing because there's nothing that makes me react. So like I said, I'll put the links below, and then I just put this on. Now this is a pore primer, like a primer for fine lines or wrinkles. I tend to put some right here because I have some fine lines. Anywhere that you have a few fine lines or wrinkles, it's good to put it under your makeup because it kind of fills in, I don't know, I call it the gaps. And I'm just gonna go get my foundation. So this is the foundation I've been using recently, and I was pretty lucky. The color matched up really fast. This one is called number 203 Nude Beige. And I do tend to pick one that's a tiny bit more yellow because you can see my natural skin tone is quite pink. So we're gonna go ahead. I always put it on my hand, and then I take a brush like this and I just spread it. My daughters are really good with using the blenders, but I just prefer a brush. I don't know, it's just easier for me. And I'll try to put the link for the brush below too, so you can find something, at least something similar. I like kind of a flat brush like that. I just find it does a nice job of spreading the foundation around. And you can see it's matched my color pretty good, and I like the coverage. This one is a little bit of a dewy look. This is called the Infallible Pro Glow. Again, this is better, I think, for mature skin because it gives us more of a dewy look. And if you're already kind of a greasier face, then you might want to go for more of the matte. They have a few different ones. I've gone for the glow because it gives it, like I said, a dewy look, which I like. And then for the concealer, I use the e.l.f. under eye. I'm just going to use a little bit just to get rid of those bags in the morning. And again, I just use the same brush. I like my makeup to be easy peasy. So I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes. Now let's take a look at this. I use a few different things. I'm just gonna find a brush here. Where is my brush? So for the eyeshadow, I have this Bellamy that I am using right now that I really like. It's a little set and it's got a lot of stuff in here, which is great if you're traveling in the summer, or it's just got everything all in one, which makes it so much easier. So first of all, I'm going to go over, mix them together. Just go over the whole lid with the lighter color, just like that. I'll do the other eye. This is a bit of a highlighter, but I like to just add it in. I feel like it kind of brightens my eye. And again, I do simple makeup, you guys. And the brush I use for that is just like a flat brush like this. And then I go over with this fluffy brush. Now, during the day, I'll use this color because I don't want like a lot of color. But if I'm going in the evening, I'll use this. It's like a burnt orange, and especially if you have blue eyes, it makes your eyes pop. But during the day, I'm just going to use this one because I don't want like crazy eyes. You know, I just kind of want daytime eyes, right? So this is a nice kind of a brown, I guess. Gives you more of a natural look. And I always go into the crease to deepen the set of my... Hi. Okay, so those are ready, and the nice thing about this set is now we can do our contour like that, and I do along my jawline, and then different brush, and they're just poofy brushes. Now for my eyebrows, I've shown this a bazillion times because it's my favorite thing to do for eyebrows, but I love to show it because I think it's such a easy thing. This is actually for your hair, which I'm going to show you too. See how I've got a little bit of gap here, got a little bit of gray hair coming in. So I need to put a bit of color there. So I will use this just to fill my part. See how it right away just kind of brought my part together. And this is the Clairol Root Touch Up. This stuff is amazing. I use it for so many things. So I just use it for my hair. And if I have a bit more, I'll put it back there as well, depending on how much regrowth. Now I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. And I'm going to show you one to the other. I didn't used to do my eyebrows. Look at the difference. Look at that. Now I realize how important it is to do your eyebrows. Just putting a little bit of powder in them or filling with whatever you prefer just gives your face a bit of a frame. So I've been way more diligent. Now, the last thing I can do with this is I use it as an eyeliner. And I like it better than a normal eyeliner because I find it's a softer line. It's less harsh. So I just go right along the top eyelid. And I could go underneath on the bottom too, but I tend to just do the top. So this is like a 3-in-1, you guys. Love this. These are probably my two favorite mascaras right now. This is L'Oreal Telescopic. This is Pharmacy Double Lash Extend. I'm gonna do this one today. But I love this one, and I'll show you why. It's got a really long, thin wand, which means I can get right down to the bottom of my lash line. I find the fat wands, I just can't get close to my eye. And I really don't need to do more than one quick coat like this. If I'm going out, I might do two, but like I fill it in pretty good. See? A nice and easy peasy makeup routine for today. For if I am putting a little bit of lip on, then I might use these. And these, I have a couple of these. They're just like a light clear lip gloss. Like they have a little bit of pink to them. So I'll put some links for that below. And that's just to get me through the day. And then for my hair, I'm going to use my Hot Tools. I like to just add a little bit of curl to my already slightly curly hair. So we'll do that. I don't have to do too much, which is nice. It's a little bit more low maintenance, but it makes the curls look a little nicer. And I use the wet brush. I'll put the links to everything below so you guys can see. But I kind of like a beachy wavy look, I guess is kind of what I would say, but a little bit tidier than that. So I don't look like I just walked off the beach, but I don't look too done. I like sort of an in-between look, and I find this just kind of helps. I'm going to show you one thing though. I did put on my hair. After I washed it, I used this Beach Babe sea salt spray, and it just helps my hair go a little wavier. So I have been using that quite a bit, and it's been working well. So yeah, you can kind of see it's adding just some nice waves, and then I'll let them sit for a bit, and then I'll just brush it out, and it'll just be kind of mellow waves for the day. Try to go 2 to 3 days now without washing my hair. And then I keep my bangs kind of straighter. I don't like them if they're too curled. It makes me feel like my hair's from the 90s when we used to curl our hair like crazy. But you can see underneath, I don't know if you can kind of see the waves. That's from that salt spray. It gives me some nice natural waves. Okay, well, if you guys have any questions, reach out, and thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.